What's up? Welcome back to Plant Space. I'm your host, Ramon Garcia, and today's topic is about bitches being dumb. Bitches being mad dumb. We're gonna specify what we mean by bitches and by dumb, but for now, let's just get right into the video. I was honestly reminiscing on this topic earlier while I was driving. I was like, what am I gonna talk about today? What do I wanna sit down and film? And I was like, you know what? No, actually, I saw a TikTok earlier this morning of an influencer that I follow that was joining Book Talk and talking about the books that he's reading, and it kind of hit me that I couldn't tell you when was the last time I actually had like friends that read for real. Like I have friends that read here and then, but I remember I'm saying like middle school reading a book down, like getting it down. I don't even consider myself that much of a reader. I've probably read like 12 books this year, which is better than what I was on last year. But I'm saying like books. There's bitches that are like pumping books out. That's honestly tea. That's like the goal. I wish I was one of those girls that's just like boom, 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 boom. I read this and I read that and I read that and this author and that author. But unfortunately, my attention span is fucked. But I still read. I still try to learn things. Bitches these days, and when I say bitches, I mean everybody. I don't mean like female, male. I mean everybody, all of the above, if you fall into that category. They just don't read. They either don't read, they don't research, they don't fact check. We are plagued by uneducation, and it is crazy. That is definitely something that you should be paying attention to. I don't recommend going about life with just the motto that like, well, everyone is like kind-hearted. Everyone is not kind-hearted. People have some very malicious takes, and you should kind of like check that. And maybe you don't have to like confront them and make a whole big deal about it, but if somebody is surrounding yourself, girl, I've literally had friends before where they're constantly putting themselves in like really bad situations and then asking me to like help them out of it. But then I'm like, girl, if 1 + 1 is 2, what did you think was going to happen? Like, this is literally a direct outcome of like mathematical equations. Like, this was going to happen. There was no way around it. Like, you rob a store, you get caught. That's not surprising. That it checks out. I want to go further. Not only are bitches not reading, not only are people not picking up a good little Hunger Games, the Book of Narnia, I don't know, like anything. Not only are people not reading anything, they do not know the Constitution. They don't know their rights. They literally don't know anything. I'm confident that if I asked all the adults in my life, what are the 3 branches of government? And what other random governmental question, I don't think anybody's gonna know. I'm pretty sure that like maybe some of the kids will like figure it out. But even then, when I talk to the kids, I'm like, what is going on? Like, and let's just step out of my family. Cause right, maybe it's my family. Maybe it's me. Maybe it's us. I don't know, right? I used to work at a studio with children, and watching like the things that they care about and the way that they just like speak and interact with each other, I'm like, damn girl, it's giving you don't read. Like, it's dead ass giving you don't read. Because what are these conversations? I promise you these kids are going home on their phones, watching TikTok, watching YouTube, watching whatever it is that they're watching, but no one's picking up a book. No one's picking up a pen. It's so spooky too because AI is literally fucking taking over. So I'm like, hold on. Bitches don't read. Bitches don't write. Bitches don't study. Bitches don't research. Bitches don't... And then add AI to the equation. Oh my goodness. It's a wrap. It's literally a wrap. We're cooked. It's done. Turns off the pot. I mean, dead ass though. It's literally a wrap. It's so important. I literally just bought the United States Constitution and a whole bunch of amendment and all the like governmental stuff. I haven't read more than like 2 pages, honestly. However, I am certain that nobody that I can reach out to has read the Constitution in years. I just feel like it's relevant to everything that's going on, so I should take, a little page here and there out of my day and kind of just educate myself a little bit. And honestly, on the first like section that I was reading, I already learned a ton. I was like, okay, So this is what they mean by like Trump doesn't care about the Constitution or whatever. It's just crazy to me. We don't believe. I mean, maybe you do believe everybody around you. That's on you. We tend to be super skeptical. Like we tend to be like, well, I don't know. What about this? What about this? We're so quick to watch a YouTube video. YouTube video is regurgitated information, which one can argue so is books, but it's not the same. Unless you're like a celebrity selling a book, or like, I mean, everyone's trying to sell a book for a purpose, right? But I would not compare the two. You are not getting, I mean, it's so hard to say because two things can be true at once. You're not getting rich off of a book unless you do. What I mean by that is people that post videos on YouTube are more often than not trying to build some sort of fan base, trying to build some sort of community, trying to get engagement, trying to reach out, trying to like connect with people. Most times for like an egotistical reason. I mean, it's the truth. No matter who it is, they believe to be important enough to want to like share themselves with others. And I think power to it. I mean, I don't think that's false. When I look at other people that are like powerful people, I'm like, period, girl, share the power because it's good. Unless you're doing it for like bad reasons, but that's besides the point. An author of like historical books are not, it's not a man trying to get clickbait. You know what I mean? Like, depending on where you get it, because you can also find really shitty material, it's just factual. It's more accurate. You can literally go to your local library, and I'm sure there's like archives of your city, of your like whatever. So if you really wanted to dig deep into what the fuck is going on, I mean, you could literally go. I mean, you can travel. Obviously, that's a little dramatic, but I'm saying like, actually, the videos that you're watching are based off of those books. At the end of the day, these people aren't just like, I mean, I hope they're not just watching videos of other people. And even if they are watching videos of other people, the information stems from these books, period. Because long ago, what do we have? Books. They weren't posting up on a Sony talking like we're talking right now, filming information. That was not happening. They're writing it down in books. So if you see a documentary, they probably pulled from some sort of parchment. If you see a YouTube video, they probably put... Girl, hold on. Let me get some water. I'm getting all worked up. It's just crazy to me because these same people that can't recite anything from the Constitution, haven't read a book in years, are honestly dumb as hell. Like, they're dumb as hell, are in charge of our government and our education. These books that are getting banned, I'm like, The Diary of Anne Frank. How? I've made it my goal this year to reread a bunch of books that are banned. The Giver, Fahrenheit 451. I'm reading Anne Frank right now. All of those books, I'm like, what? What even happened in them that was so, like, other than it reflecting our modern society and, like, the direction that we're going in, none of them are, like, sexually explicit. Granted, The Diary of Anne Frank, like, does kind of explain some, like, things, but not, I mean, it's not 18 plus. She's literally like 13. And at the end of the day, that was a reality. People were getting picked up off the streets. The things she's saying were true. So although it's a little grim, although it's a little saddening, that is the reality of the world that we live in. This 13-year-old girl went through the Holocaust, wrote her experience through it, and although it is a lot for another 13-year-old to immerse themselves with that, so was Anne Frank. She was literally 13, living that. And that's not saying like, well, let's put our kids through that. You can read the book. You can understand and start to grow an empathy of what other children your age had to go through. I read the book when I was 13. I honestly couldn't even remember it because I was bored. I was like, girl, don't nobody care about this damn book. I was 13. I did not care. But none of my classmates were like traumatized. None of them like, and I remember I would have very much remembered if somebody was like, I'm having nightmares. No, like it wasn't irrelevant. If anything, I'm flabbergasted because I remember growing up in a world where we all learned about 9/11, the Holocaust, the Diary of Anne Frank. Auschwitz, like so many important pieces of history that weren't positive. Pearl Harbor, none of these events had anything positive to do, but it was a reality of our history that we had to learn, because if not, you're doomed to repeat yourself. I did not think I was getting great education. But as an adult, reflecting back at the public schools that I was in, they ate. They literally did what they had to do. I read all of these banned books, all of these classes I was taught. I haven't learned anything as an adult that I've been like, oh, dang, they never taught me that. No, my teachers are putting in work, which is crazy, because I thought is in like the public school, I don't know. I really thought when I was there, like I wasn't getting the best education. But now that I'm older, I'm like, no, they ate down. They definitely were doing their thing. But not everyone has access to that. There's a lot of places in rural America where their education is tailored to their religious needs, which is absolutely fucking crazy. I have always thought we all were on the same page, that separation of church and state. But per recently, we've really been going towards a right-wing Christian ideology. And that further proves it's not even my point. It's literally factually correct. It's like a thing. People being uneducated literally pushes them to agree with silly bitches like right-wing MAGA hoes. It's crazy. You go home, you don't read a book, you just watch shows, you're dumb as hell. You probably grew up watching Jersey Shore, weren't reading then. Now you're watching Love Island, not reading now. And then you want to art, girl. Oh, there's nothing that pisses me off more than somebody that wants to argue with you. And I'm like, I have family members like that are like, wow, this is my stance. And I'm like, but what is your reasoning? What's your facts? Like, why do you believe that? Because I do. What? If I tell you my political beliefs, what I believe, X, Y, and Z, I can break it down and be like, well, morally, ethically, logically, like I can literally go on full rant about why I stand 10 toes heavy on my beliefs. But when I meet other people, oh my God, or when I meet other people that just say that like I'm confused or I'm young or I'll understand when I'm older, I'm like, what the fuck does that got to do with anything? I'm confused. Me not aligning with your political and religious beliefs is not a confusion. It is just a separation of ideology. You believe that, I believe that. And in the world of politics, we're supposed to discuss these things in a respectable manner. But the Trump effect has fucked all of it up. I mean, bitches were rude to begin with. But now because of this asshole, we are unfiltered. Like, he has given such confidence to the dumbest Americans. And that is just, period. White Americans, it's not just white Americans, is what I'm saying. Americans, Trump's Americans, MAGA Americans are dumb. They're dumb. Every now and then there is a MAGA American that goes viral that isn't an idiot. But even then, if they talk long enough, I'm like, you sounding more liberal and liberal every day. Christian Walker is a perfect example of that. When I first followed him, I was like, he's so annoying. He's such like a MAGA right-wing fuckhead ass boy. But per recently, I'm like, oh, okay. Okay, like, I agree with that and that. Maybe I don't agree with that or that part, but I'm like, I'm starting to, I don't know. I don't know if I've changed. I don't know if he's changed. I don't know what's changed, but something's changed and I kind of see him a little bit better now. Like, I don't hate him. I mean, I never hated him. I don't know any of these people, but I didn't have like a positive reaction to the name. Now I'm kind of like indifferent. Education is so important, you guys. That's honestly dead ass the point of the conversation. Education is so important. Learn something. Learn something. I don't give a fuck what it is. Learn about a musician. Learn about an artist. Learn about an author. Learn about some fashion bitch. I don't know. It doesn't have to be politics. It should be politics, but it doesn't have to be politics. If you're sitting at home and you don't do shit but play Fortnite, okay, well then learn about the Fortnite history. If you're gonna be fucked in Fortnite every single night, then at least know where it developed, who it developed, what was the history. I low-key know a little bit of history on Fortnite because I do play the game. But, and oddly enough, my brother knows a lot about it, and I've kind of just learned from doing the thing. But yeah, that was it for today's episode. Read a book. Read a book. Please read a book. I'm trying to make more content where I actually talk about books. I don't know how I want to go about it. Part of me has wanted to do like a little book club situation, but then I feel like I have to like, I don't know, but just keep an eye out for that in the future. I really do want to make something that has to do with books and like literature. What it is, who knows? It might be like a little book club. I just don't know like how that would work. But that was it. Follow me out on social media, The Ramon Garcia on everything, Snapchat, Instagram, YouTube, Facebook, literally everything, The Ramon Garcia. And yeah, I'll see you guys next time. Bye.